Manchester United then have just gone out of the League Cup to Middlesbrough on penalties. Very, very disappointing from Manchester United. We've put out a decent side there, a side capable of winning that tie, and we've got beaten. We've started with some experienced players, a lot of experience at the back. Chris Smalling, Rojo, Blind. I mean, there was a real lot of experience there in the team. I know James Wilson played up front, Memphis Depay played, Pereira played as well, Marion Fellaini played in there, and Michael Carrick. Really, really disappointed with James Wilson and Memphis Depay today. Absolutely awful performance from Memphis Depay. He really does want to be ashamed of himself after that performance, because that was absolutely horseshit from him. Middlesbrough had the better chance in the first half. Friend having a chance which was saved by Romero, who was in goal, who had ups and downs in this game, made a couple of nervy errors which could have led to, well, certainly one could have gone in an own goal. But overall, very, very disappointing. There was one from Stuart Downing, a great save actually from Romero, but definitely they had the better of the chances there. But Manchester United again having so much of the ball in this game, controlling the play without really having any chances at all really for a long period of this game. And when we did go into the second half, they were all pretty much straight out the goalkeeper. I mean, Wayne Rooney coming on at half time, and his movement was causing a lot more problems, I thought, than James Wilson. James Wilson wasn't doing a lot at all. But Rooney didn't have any chances really in the game at all in that second half, and going into extra time, very, very poor. But in that second half, we could have had a penalty or two. We've had Fellaini's missed a couple of great chances. Martial's missed one late on. So many chances to go on about. And in the end, the game has ended all square there, which was very, very disappointing. Obviously, then going to penalties, we've both missed one early on. Manchester United missing the first of their penalties. Wayne Rooney missing one, which was saved by the goalkeeper. Then Nugent missed one, hitting it over. And Michael Carrick hit another one over, and Ashley Young missing one as well. Very, very disappointing there from three Englishmen missing them. What do you expect? English players have always been horseshit at penalties, to be honest. But very, very disappointing. This team should have beaten them. I mean, they've defended really, really well tonight and counter-attacked us very well. But a bit like that Manchester City game, but ever so disappointing. That team out there should be beating them, I believe. I mean, I'm not underestimating Championship opposition. They're at the top end of the Championship, so realistically they could possibly be down the bottom of the Premier League had they gone up last season. So there could be a Premier League club. I mean, them Championship teams at the top of there, I don't think are a long way off the bottom few in the Premier League myself. I've seen tonight Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga have beaten a team in the German Cup in the second tier of the Bundesliga at 7-1. Just shows you that the golfing class in other leagues across Europe is massive. In England it is a lot less. Teams do not usually batter teams as often from the lower leagues. I mean, we've seen yesterday Sheffield Wednesday knocking out Arsenal, battering them. I know Arsenal actually put out a lot, I thought a lot more youngsters and did have a couple of injuries in that game, and they were away from home. But today this is just not excusable really. We played some really boring stuff again today, and we've gone out. So it is very, very disappointing. I mean, it wasn't nowhere near was it top of our priority. There was about 4 or 5 different. It was probably bottom of about 5 priorities this season. First, obviously, to qualify for the Champions League. Second, to win the league. Third, probably Champions League, FA Cup fourth, and then obviously this in fifth. So we will get that Champions League spot, no doubt. But we really need to move on from this. But it's really disappointing considering we've gone all the way to extra time. I mean, Louis van Gaal has brought on the big hitters in that second half. Obviously, Martial come on. Ashley Young and Wayne Rooney in that second half. He really did want to try and get the victory before it went to extra time and then penalties, but it wasn't to be. I do blame the players a lot for tonight more than the manager. I know some people are really criticising the manager again, and yes, we have played sideways passing a lot, boring play again, but you know, the players that went out there should have been good enough, I feel, to have beaten this team at Old Trafford anyway. The likes of Memphis Depay really were poor tonight. I know we haven't put a completely full team out. I know there was players, the likes of Pereira, Juan Mata didn't play, but that is no excuse tonight. We should have beaten these at least by 1-0. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Maybe it could be a blessing in disguise that we are actually out of it, because we won't have so many games now to play. Obviously, League Cup will be gone. We only have the FA Cup, Premier League and the Champions League. And I don't see us getting past probably the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So, I mean, hopefully, realistically, we can look at maybe the FA Cup this season to win a trophy, if we can get a trophy at all. That's realistically our best chance now of winning silverware, if we're going to get it. But history isn't on our side there. We haven't performed very well in the FA Cup for many years now. We need some favourable draws, which we got last season and still got knocked out. So we'll have to see where it takes us. But away at Crystal Palace at the weekend, another really difficult game. Looking there on paper, I know they've again got smashed against Man City tonight. They've been smashed or beaten in the last couple of games, I believe. But you know, they're going to be really up for that game at the weekend. They're high up in the league, so it's not going to be easy. But we will be back to preview that game in the coming days. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like the video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Where do we go from here? I mean, do some of these players need loaning out? I mean, the likes of Pereira maybe. Is he going to get a lot of game time? Jesse Lingard. And definitely James Wilson looks like he's going to be on his way in January, possibly on loan. Is this really the end for Wayne Rooney? I mean, another disappointing game from him, missing a penalty there. What can we say really there? I mean, very, very disappointing. And does Memphis Depay even, is he going to get back in the team? I mean, very, very disappointing from him. I mean, Wayne really takes a lot of stick, but he has been absolutely horseshit so far for Manchester United, and really does need to find some form soon, or we're going to probably not be challenging anymore for the Premier League title and getting much further in that Champions League. Like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will talk to you all again soon. See ya.